I'm Glenn Rosenstein. I'm a record producer, studio owner, songwriter, musician. Nah, not so much. And and a Triad-Orbit user and supporter. And much has happened since our last conversation. I'm a partner at Fame Recording Studio, a legendary studio down in Muscle Shoals, Alabama. And the one word that I come away for you guys with as it relates to the Fame studio is Starbird. Starbird has been a revelation to us, a phenomenal product, something that we use daily, and pretty much couldn't get around without it. I know you guys already know at Triad-Orbit what a great product this is, but for us, just the ability to recreate with precision every microphone placement where it needs to be, finding that sweet spot, it's been great for us. You know, the traditional uses for Starbird would be drums, drum overheads, piano stuff, but I just love putting my vocal mics on it. And the reason being is that the angle I can get from it keeps all of the interference out of the way. My line of sight with the artist is always going to be great. It's always going to be spot on. So, but yeah, the traditional uses, they're right there as well. We've got, especially in Studio B, we've got just this amazing room sound, and to be able to get those microphones nice and high up and capture all of that air, it's great. Awesome. Without getting too carried away, Starbird is amazing. Really is. You guys did an amazing job, and I'm proud to have one. I was definitely an early adopter of Triad product, and as things continued, they kind of anticipated what my needs look like by creating all of these new devices. It was almost like a tinker toy of of microphone standage, and they were able, I guess it's just the genius of the people who work there, the product dev guys and the other guys who have a real vision and understanding of what actually happens in a studio and how that could be best exemplified by product additions. So each time I'd interact with the guys at Triad, it would be great because they'd be like, "You're not going to believe what we invented." And as soon as, one of the guys would come to me with something, I'd be like, "Oh, damn, man, that's exactly what I wanted." How did they actually know that this was the case? As I look to the future, I think to myself, what would be like next that these guys can make? And I think that they've anticipated enough of I'm just not that creative. But what's awesome is that I may not be that creative, but those guys are. And they're coming up with product that really give me opportunities for new uses, rethinking what my normal workflow might be, and creating new sounds. And it may be a microphone stand or a microphone stand system, but the reality of it is that those placements, those things that we can replicate consistently, become part of just the way that we operate, and creates a real opportunity for innovation. As far as reliability with Triad-Orbit stuff, they've always been right in the sweet spot. They make a quality product that I've always said was a work of art. But amazingly enough, it's been improved, and design has been improved upon, and it's a working, almost organic kind of an item. It takes on new arms and new legs and all of that kind of stuff, and it really is, it's a pleasure to use because it's always been a pleasure to use. And then as we gradually evolve with, again, new components, it opens opportunities for real creativity and reliable, repeatable opportunities, and being able to rely on that stuff. Look, I've worked with some phenomenal musicians and phenomenal engineers and all of that, and we're not sitting there scratching our heads going, man, maybe the stand is going to collapse. Something's going to fall into the drums. We're going to lose a great take. It kind of actually goes into the background because we trust what it is that Triad-Orbit is capable of making. And, as we look forward to the differentiation between this iconic recording studio and where we want to be 2 or 3 years down the road, we also are looking toward Triad-Orbit as we start incorporating more video components and opportunities for creating intellectual properties and additional video stuff for social media. And it's great to know that the stuff that the equipment that we have purchased that is Triad-Orbit branded stuff will carry us into the future, that it doesn't become outmoded, that each of these new pieces actually amplify what we already own. It makes a great addition to our studio.